Has it ever happened to you that you draw a super cool face, but the hair just doesn't work at all? Believe me, we've all been there. But today I'm going to show you the best kept secret about drawing hair that no one talks about. This tutorial works for all kinds of styles, so stick around till the end and discover my top trick for painting hair. First, let's learn how to actually draw the hair. If you're drawing every single strand one by one, I promise you, it's just going to end up looking messy and you're wasting your time. Instead, draw it in chunks. Let me explain. A chunk of hair has a smooth curved shape, kind of like a leaf. Cool, right? Let's break it down more. When you add some lines inside that shape, it gives the illusion that it's made up of strands of hair. Here, let me show you a better example. See this shape? It looks like a leaf, but with a little distortion that makes it feel like a lock of hair. And once I add those inner lines, it totally reads as a natural hair chunk. Here's a face I already drew. To add in the hair chunks properly, you first need to understand the shape of the skull and how the hairline plays into it. The hairline is usually a kind of straight line that steps down like a staircase, and at the top of the head it splits in two directions. Now, when we add locks of different sizes and directions, following the hair's growth pattern and natural curve, we get a really great result. You can even use this technique for shorter hairstyles, like a pixie cut. Warning: if you don't follow these steps, your hair might come out looking weird, like this right here. You've got the drawing part down, but painting hair is a whole different beast. To do it right, we need to understand how light hits the hair. That's why I drew this little sun to show you the light source and how it affects the strands. Look at this reference. Notice how the roots and tips of each lock are darker, while the middle has more highlights and shading. Let's apply that to our sketch. Check it out, it's already looking more realistic. Pro tip: bright highlights in lighter tones create contrast and really help your hair pop. It's a powerful trick when painting. One of the most common mistakes people make is using the same brush size the whole time. Don't do that. It keeps you from building layers of light and shadow and makes the hair look flat, and that's not what you want. Use a big brush for the base color, then gradually switch to smaller brushes as you add more light. Add shadows using blend modes like multiply, and remember, either use the opposite hue of your base color for shadows or go with a much darker tone of the same color. It works even better. Since you stayed till this part of the video, I'm giving away the best kept secret for painting hair. Subscribe for more tips like this one. Now that our sketch is done, let's block in the base with a mid-tone gray. Just look at how powerful this technique is. Also, is it just me, or does this drawing kind of look like Hailey Bailey? Anyway, by adding shadows at the roots where the hair starts growing, we get a more realistic feel. Add your midtones, making sure they follow the flow and shape of each strand or lock. Now grab a soft, small brush and start blending the tones together to create the illusion of individual strands blending into one another. For an extra dose of realism, take a light gray and a super thin brush and add a few wisps. Those tiny, flyaway hairs that catch the light just right. And here's the magic trick. If you add a layer mask and change the blending mode to overlay or color, then paint on top, you can tint all those grayscale tones at once. That's the secret. By painting in grayscale and then adding a mask in overlay mode, you can color your hair however you want with full control and zero mess. If you like this video, share it so other artists can learn this too. Smash that like button, subscribe, and thanks so much for watching.
Story.